Cuba's healthcare system has long been hailed as a revolutionary success story, with impressive stats like high doctor-to-patient ratios and low infant mortality rates. But dig a little deeper, and you'll find a stark divide: a polished, export-oriented side for foreigners and elites, and a struggling public system for everyday Cubans. First, the commercial side, often called medical tourism, remains one of Cuba's key ways to bring in foreign cash. Back before the 1959 revolution, Cuba already had strong health indicators, like low child mortality and solid life expectancy. Fidel Castro's government built on that foundation but shifted focus to attract paying visitors from abroad. Today, agencies like SurveyMed promote Cuba as the ideal destination for your health, offering everything from cosmetic surgeries like breast implants and liposuction, to knee replacements and eye procedures. Prices are a fraction of what you'd pay in the US or Europe, and the care is often top-notch for those who can afford it. Italian tourists, for example, might combine a beach vacation with dental work. In 2025, despite economic woes, this sector still draws people, with facilities like the Clínica Central Sierra Garcia in Havana, catering specifically to foreigners, and providing modern equipment and meds, unavailable elsewhere. One visitor in 2024 shared on social media how they sprained their ankle at a resort, got whisked to a tourist hospital by ambulance with a doctor on board, received x-rays, meds, and crutches, all for just $80 and in under an hour. The resort nurse even followed up daily. That's the kind of efficient, high-standard service tourists rave about. Cuba also exports its doctors overseas, sending them to countries in need in exchange for hard currency. The government pockets most of the pay, while doctors get a small cut, still more than they'd earn at home. But this program has dark sides. Doctors often have their passports confiscated, and families back home act as unofficial hostages to prevent defections. In 2025, amid U.S. sanctions and energy crises, these missions help fund the system, but drain resources from the island. Now, flip to the public side for ordinary Cubans outside the ruling elite, and it's a different world, one plagued by shortages, decay, and desperation. While the system is technically free and universal, with plentiful doctors and a focus on prevention through community clinics, reality bites hard. Pharmacies for locals, paid in pesos, are often half-empty, stocked with dusty bottles of basic remedies, like aloe ointment or diarrhea meds, but nothing as simple as aspirin. One visitor to Havana described shelves piled high in dollar pharmacies for tourists, full of painkillers, syringes, and even tampons, but off-limits to most Cubans without foreign cash. Begging tourists for medicines is common. Cubans often stop visitors on the street, pleading for help buying drugs that are unavailable in local pharmacies, or even asking them to refill a child's asthma inhaler, as some travelers have reported. Personal stories paint a grim picture. Dr. Hilda Molina, a renowned neurologist, quit in protest years ago, returning her medals from Castro because Cubans were denied care while foreigners got priority. A doctor who treated tourists, he asked not to disclose his name, confirmed the divide. Tourist hospitals are excellent, as high as any Western country. But for the poor? No medicines, no painkillers, no nothing. He pointed out how government elites get top care, while ordinary folk suffer from treatable issues, like a man wrapping foot lesions in filthy rags because proper meds aren't available in peso pharmacies. In 2025, things have worsened with converging crises, blackouts, fuel shortages, and outbreaks of diseases like dengue, chikungunya, and Oropouche, overwhelming hospitals. Recent posts from Cubans describe collapsed facilities with no equipment, no electricity, and doctors earning pennies, about $8 a month, leading to early discharges and black market reliance. One journalist shared videos of patients bringing their own sutures, gloves, and even anesthesia for surgeries, as hospitals lack basics like antibiotics or blood for transfusions. An Argentine tourist in 2024 visited a local hospital for pain and found it barren, no meds, no help, echoing the two-tier health tourism apartheid. Another account from a Cuban exile doctor: clinics without running water, oxygen, or routine supplies, forcing amputations or painful treatments without painkillers. U.S. sanctions exacerbate these issues, limiting imports of drugs and equipment, but critics argue mismanagement and prioritization of exports play a big role too. Cuba still boasts 9.31 physicians per thousand people, among the world's highest, and invests 24% of its budget in health. Some positives shine through, like preventive home visits and community focus, which keep overall indicators strong despite the strain. In the end, Cuba's medicine is no myth, it's real, but uneven. For foreigners with dollars, it's a bargain with quality care. For most Cubans, it's a daily fight against scarcity, where free often means inaccessible. As one observer put it, the poor are left with nothing, while the system earns foreign exchange at their expense.